Hello out there, welcome to this tutorial on perimeter of rectangle. So we have the rectangle here. So here is the length, the breadth, the length and the breadth. We shall be representing the length with L and the breadth with B. Be informed also that the breadth is also known as the width. So we look at the perimeter. Perimeter of any shape is the calculation of the distance round the outer part of the shape, so which is as good as adding the length and the breadth. So we have L plus L, this length plus this length, plus breadth plus breadth. So this is simplified as 2L plus 2B, and we can as well have the perimeter to be the sum of the length and the breadth and then multiply by 2, which can be expressed as 2 into L plus B. So we find the sum of the length and the breadth and multiply the result by 2 to give you the perimeter. This is the one we are going to be making use of. Then in the same vein, assuming you are given the perimeter and either the breadth or the length, you have to calculate one of them. So we have the length, for instance, as the perimeter divided by 2 minus the breadth. In the same way, if you are calculating the breadth, you can still have the perimeter divided by 2 minus the length. So these are the three formulae we are going to be making use of in our calculation. So we start with the first problem. Problem 1. Calculate the perimeter of each of the rectangles below. We have A, B, C. We have three rectangles here. So starting with the first rectangle, we are given the length to be 14 centimeters, the breadth to be 6 centimeters. So we still remember the perimeter is 2 into L plus B. So we have it as 2 14 plus 6. 14 plus 6 gives 20. So we write 2 times 20, giving us 40 centimeters as the perimeter of the rectangle, whose length is 14 centimeters and the width is 6 centimeters. So we go to B part of the problem. We also bring out the length to be 19 centimeters, the breadth to be 10 centimeters. So our perimeter 2 into L plus B, finding the sum of the length and the breadth and multiply the sum by 2. So we have 2 into 19 plus 10. 19 plus 10 is 29. So we have 2 times 29. 2 times 29 gives 58 centimeters as the perimeter of the rectangle, whose length is 19 centimeters and the breadth is 10 centimeters. So we go to C. For C, the length is 25 centimeters and the breadth is 13 centimeters. Our perimeter still remain the sum of the length and the breadth and multiply by 2. So we now have 2 into 25 plus 13. That's going to give us 2 times 38. 2 times 38 gives 76 centimeters, which represents the perimeter of the third rectangle, length 25 centimeters and breadth 13 centimeters. And that's all for problem 1. We then go to problem 2. For problem 2, the length of a rectangle is 26.7 centimeters and the width is 12.5 centimeters. What is the perimeter of the rectangle? So we are given the length to be 26.7 and the breadth to be 12.5 centimeters. So the perimeter still remain the sum of the length and the breadth multiplied by 2. so that we'll now have it as 2 times 26.7 plus 12.5. So we carry out this sum here, 26.7 plus 12.5. You see the arrangement? They must be arranged in such a way that the decimal points are in the same line and the various placed value are placed under each other. Starting from the right, we have 7 plus 5 is 12. So we write 2 and carry 1. We place our points. 1 plus 6 gives 7. 7 plus 2 gives 9. And 2 plus 1 gives 3. So we now have it as 2 times 39.2. We are multiplying this 39.2 by 2. 2 times 2 gives 4. Place your point. 2 times 9 is 18. We write 8 and carry 1. 2 times 3 gives 6. Plus the one we carry gives 7. So we have the perimeter to be 78.4 centimeters. And that's all for problem 2. We then go to problem 3. For problem 3, the breadth of a rectangular garden is 20 meters shorter than the length. If the breadth is 150 meters, find the perimeter of the garden. So we are given the breadth to be 150 meters, and we are told that this breadth is 20 meters shorter than the length. So that's going to tell us that the length now is going to be 150 meters plus 20 meters, giving us 170 meters. So that you can see now the difference between the length and the breadth is 20 meters, which has been indicated in the problem. We then go ahead to use the length, which is 170 meters, and the breadth 150 meters to calculate the perimeter of the garden. So we still remember our formula for the perimeter, 2 into L plus B. That's giving us 2 into 170 plus 150. 170 plus 150. This is going to give us 0, 12, right 2, carry 1. This is 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives 3. So we have it as 2 times 320. Multiplying 320 by 2. This is 0. This is 4. And this is 6. Giving us 640 meters as the perimeter of the garden. And that's all for problem 3. We then go to problem 4. For problem 4, the perimeter of a rectangle is 120 centimeters and its length is 40 centimeters. Calculate the breadth of the rectangle. So here we are given the perimeter to be 120 centimeters. The length is 40 centimeters. And the formula for calculating the breadth is perimeter divided by 2 minus the length. That's going to give us 120 divided by 2 minus 40. 120 divided by 2 gives 60. 60 minus 40 gives 20 centimeters as the breadth of the rectangle, whose perimeter is 120 centimeters and the length is 40 centimeters. And that's all for problem 4. And this is the highest we can take in this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and share this video. Until we come your way again, goodbye.